Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are going to dive into Mindset Morning. All right, I have been absent on the Mindset Mornings for a little while due to a couple circumstances. Number one, I have fell out of my routine. Number two, we have been being adaptable in our home with different things and circumstances. Number three, just fell out of my routine. And isn't it interesting how quickly you can fall out of routine of doing something before you have to make an extra effort to get back into it? So, first of all, before I dive into a thought that we're going to talk about, I'm going to wrap up this book and then we're diving into a new book on the 1st, which is, I think, Wednesday. Wow, I can't believe it. This year's almost done. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? Good morning. I will not miss Mindset Mornings. I'm going to give you a thought and I won't miss it again. And so if you're just tuning in, I was saying how easy it is to fall out of a habit, not even a habit. Like if you don't get yourself back on track, right? You just go another day, like I'll start tomorrow. We had an incredible Thanksgiving. We had our anniversary of 17 years. We have some friends staying with us for probably one more week. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. And I made an excuse like, I don't have time to do the live. It's too loud. I'm tired. We were out and about. So forgive me. But I want you to know that this is one of my most favorite things. And I think it's very important to help people on their journey. So here is a thought for you. Is it more important to finish or is it more important to start or finish? I think they're both equally important just to get started. I often say here on the page, listen, I can read to you. I can give you everything you need to know about keto and low carb. I can answer all of your questions. But if you don't start, if you don't take action, it doesn't matter. You can know everything, but if you don't put it into play, it doesn't matter, right? Starting is very important, but also the consistency, even in the middle, even in the yuck, even in the mundane, the finish, I think, is one of the most important things because oftentimes it's exciting to start, kind of mundane in the middle. The end is there, but most people don't get to the end. And if they do, they forget what they've learned, they don't create habits, and they come back around next year and start all over again. And so later today, this afternoon, I'm going to talk about what it actually looks like to start and some tips and tricks on starting. I feel like tools that you need to keep yourself going in order to get to the end game of where you want to go. I'm going to talk about that this afternoon. All right, this morning, if you were going through the book, we're finished with the book. I love this book. It's incredible. It's a little bit harder to explain because there's so many stories and a lot of context that you kind of need to know as far as reading it. But basically, he talked about choices, moments, taking control of your life, right? At the very end, he says, we all want in some way to be a part of changing the world. And what I want to say about that is I truly believe that every person deep down wants to make a difference in people's lives, right? You have something that you're like, I know if I could do this, or if I could reach that person, or if I could start this. Like we all have something that we are supposed to do in life. We have people we're supposed to impact, things we're supposed to start. And if you just take all of that away for a second and you go, what is stopping me from doing that? It might be unbelief. It might be fear, right? It could be, I don't feel like I have all of the things that I need. And I truly believe part of it is two things. Mentally, how is your mental state? And how do you physically feel? Because if we are not taking care of our bodies, then guess what? We don't feel good. We might say something out of anger because we didn't eat right, or we're crabby, or I don't like how I feel. In all of this, right? If you feel better, you are more apt to share with people and to go after the things that your heart desires. If you don't feel good, if you have a constant state of negativity, you will not go after that because you don't believe in yourself. So that's why here on the page, I will give you all of the tools. I will tell you how to eat and what to eat and how to get started. I'm really going to talk about that this afternoon. All of those things, right? And I'm going to say, what are you doing in the mornings? Are you waking up with a heart of gratitude? Like, are you thankful? Or are you like, oh, it's Monday. I have to, my nose is running. I have to. No, you guys, I even caught myself today. I was like, oh, I have to go do my mindset morning. I love to do it. Sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record and I talk about the same things, but I hope that it eventually gets somebody thinking or helping to get their mindset right. I love doing it. And sometimes I go, I don't know what else to talk about. I've talked about the same things over and over again. And yet, isn't it funny? We need to hear the same things over and over again before we do it, like a kid, right? And so I want to challenge you, and we're diving in. We could even say a new season, a new month, a new week, whatever it is. We are going to be going into a new year very soon. What do you want? You need a definitive purpose. And when you have that, I'm going to say, how are you getting your mindset right? Are you reading every morning? Are you taking 5 minutes to just sit and be thankful? Not like, oh, I'm thankful for my bed and I'm thankful for my kids, but like, are you thankful? Do you have a thankful heart, right? When you get your mindset right, which comes with reading and listening to podcasts and listening to mentors, you will find yourself more positive. And when you dive into your day with more positivity, I'm not saying like, oh, it fixes everything, but it truly will help you make better decisions and better choices throughout your whole day. I promise you it will. So the book is great. If you read it with me, awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to dive into the 5-second rule by Robbins on Wednesday. And I wanted you to think about this real quick. Actually, our pastor said this on Sunday, but it's something you would take in any area of your life. And here's the thought for you today. Well, first of all, I asked, is it more important to finish or start or finish? They're both important, but I feel like most people don't finish what they start. I think that's fair enough to say. All right. If you want a difference, if you want something different in your life, you have to change. Change isn't easy, right? Okay. So if you want, like, if you just keep going with your life right now, you're going to get what you've always gotten, right? This is not a common, it's not a different quote. It's very common. To get what you want, you're going to have to make a change. If you want what you've always had, you just keep doing what you've always done. So my challenge to you as we're going into a new week, we're going to be going into a new month, we're going to be going into a new year, is look at what you have today, right now. And what you have, like, you have to evaluate what you're doing. And listen, if you're going, well, I've been doing keto and it doesn't work, or I've been doing low carb and it doesn't work. There's also a period of time with that, right? If you've been doing it for a week or a couple weeks or even a couple months, it does not mean it's not working. We can reevaluate things. We can look at if you're truly doing it how you should be doing it, or in your mind you're saying you are, but you're still kind of doing things that might not add value to you. You did not get here overnight. You're not going to get there overnight, right? And that's the hardest part is, hey, listen, the 50, 60, 70 pounds, even 20 or 30 pounds did not get to you overnight. It's going to take time to get there. Consistency, belief in yourself, working on your mindset, being able to say no to some things right now so that you can enjoy more things later. And so just think about that as you go into your Monday. What am I doing that's not serving me? What am I doing that I need to make a shift? If I truly know what I want, what is my definitive purpose? Do I really want this? If I really want this, I need to make a change to get it. Does that make sense? So that was my thought of the morning. Starting, finishing, and then what do I need to change to get through the middle? That's the most important. It's creating habits. It's creating systems. It's taking action. It's taking what you've learned and putting it into play. And so mindset over matter. Yes. So I am going to put some things together this morning of different tools that helped me get started and helped me all along the way. I'm going to give you some very simple thoughts of food ideas and different recipes and what to do so that you don't have to get overwhelmed. Actually, I heard that a lot this weekend. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to eat. I don't know what to do. I'm going to give you some very basic tips this afternoon. And so check back in. Let me think of our day today. If you want to be on live, it'll probably, I'm like running through my mind what I'm doing. Probably be at 3:00 Central will be the live. If you want to tune in live, otherwise come back when you're done with work, and the replays are always here. So I appreciate you hopping on. I'm sorry that I had been absent over the last couple days, but I have been present for my family and friends. So we've actually had a really great long weekend, and it was really, I'm super thankful. And I'm thankful for you. So I hope you continue to tune in. Message me with any questions that you have. I'm always here to help. And I'm going to homeschool my children. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you at 3:00 Central. Bye, everybody.